I also have a day job. I do work in a GLC, and I'm also a part-time crew with Luma Selakan. So I started diving in year 2000, so I'm ancient. Okay, back to you, Nurul.
So she says she works and she dives part-time, but I think it's the other way around. I think she dives full-time and works part-time. Yeah. So Stephanie, when did you start diving?
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I started diving in 2005. So Jade and I actually work in the same company. We are colleagues. So when Jade started diving, Nurul was probably still in high school. When I started diving, she was probably in college. Yeah.
Okay, so we have these ladies who've dived for a long time. Some just started, some long. I want to know why, you know. The thing is, a lot of people say they want to get close to nature, but there's hiking, there's camping. I mean, now, yeah, scuba diving is popular. Everyone wants to do it. But back then, not many people knew about scuba diving. So, Stephanie, why did you choose scuba diving, of all things?
So, my love for the ocean started when I did my first snorkeling, rather late in my life. I think back in 2004, I had my first snorkeling trip, and it was love at first sight. I knew that was my calling.
Where?
I can't remember the island, but it was one of the islands on the East Coast, yeah. So I didn't stop after that. Yeah, I did my open water course in 2005, and by 2006, I was a PADI open water instructor. Yeah.
So you did your open water in 2005, and 2006 you were a PADI instructor.
Yep.
Talk about love of diving, yeah? Wow, that's great. So, yeah, Jade, you also started a while ago. Why scuba diving?
Okay, I've always been interested in extreme sports. So I've done bungee jumping, I've done water rafting, so I've been swimming. So it's just a natural progression, I suppose, to do scuba diving. I've always loved the water. So I started in 2000 to get my license. 3 months after that, I took my advanced license.
We have some very hardcore ladies here. Yeah, Cheryl?
When I was, I think more than 20 years ago, my dad took us snorkeling in Sipadan. And I remember just how incredible it was, because there was a time that you could stay on the island. So anyway, I went snorkeling and I was like, wow, there's sharks, there's turtles, this is incredible. And I saw scuba divers. That time I didn't know what was it, but I was like, there are people way deeper and seeing way cooler things than me, and I need to become this person. So fast forward many years later, there was a Groupon offer, if you guys still remember Groupon, 990 ringgit, including accommodation, to become open water. So that's what I did.
Hello, okay, yeah. So for me, I think the story is slightly different from these three ladies. Actually, I didn't want to dive, but I had a colleague 10 years ago who really loved diving. And for 6 months, almost every other day, from September 2013, also up till March 2014, every other day asking, when are you joining us diving? When are you joining us diving? So at the end, I just couldn't take it anymore, and I decided, fine, I will go. So my open water was in Pulau Tenggol. And funnily, I failed the first time around. And then 1 month later, I went back to do it again, and then ever since then, it's, yeah, diving is a regular activity now. I can't live without it.
But for someone who didn't want to do it and did it just to shut up your friend, a lot of people, if they failed, they would have just given up. Why did you try it again?
Okay. 2 factors, right? First, it's something that I just cannot accept that I failed in something, that I didn't do something properly. So that's one. But 2, is, you know, everyone shows you all the videos and the pictures of what they see underwater, and you just feel like you cannot not be a part of this. Yeah, mainly that.
Okay, interesting. So for me, it's different. I've always loved the ocean. It was just a question of when. Okay, so Now, I would like to share, this is Stephanie, a picture of her from the early days when she picked up diving. And then a while back. And then now, this is the last time you went diving. It was, I'm in the photo with her, it was in the Bahamas. Why have you not dived since?
Simple question. I can't fit into my fourth element wetsuit anymore. MCO happened.
But there are many wetsuits on sale today. You can go buy them.
I'm a frugal diver. I will fit into that wetsuit again, and next year I'll come to Triton Bay.
Okay, okay. All right, that's true. So yeah, I mean, everybody still dives, but for you it has stopped a while. But you will go back to it, right?
For sure.
Can we take a deposit today for Triton Bay, on behalf of Triton Bay?
Right, and then I have here a picture of Jade from the early days. I'm also in one of the photos. That one is in Pom Pom, yeah. And then her recent recent photo of Jade. She's still very actively diving. This is of you in Lumah Selakan recently. So my question is, you started a while back and you're still very active now. How do you find the motivation? I know so many people who dive for 5 years and they've stopped, they burn out, or they pick up a camera after a few years. They sell the camera, they lose interest, they stop diving. But you are still so active after so many, and I see the passion in your eyes. You were just in Triton Bay last month, and she was so enthusiastic. So what drives you? How do you stay so motivated?
I suppose you have to do something that you really love. You need to have the passion for it so that you can continue going on despite whatever that comes to you. So you also need to get to find buddies who are supportive of your interest. So you need to get the right clique so that you will enjoy the trip. You need to find the right divers. You also need to find the best destination for you so that you will look forward to go to that trip.
So for you, it's Lumah Selakan that you go every month, right?
Almost. Not every month, almost.
I know Daphne's.
Guilty.
All right. And then I will have a look at Cheryl during her early days. This was in Perhentian Island.
Yep. With Flora Bay, I think.
Flora Bay. And then you also, like Jade, you are still very actively diving until now, 2024. Just don't know how to move on. Any messages you guys have for any of them?
Well, I think it's never too late for you to start, whatever level you are at. Remember, Rafida Aziz took her diving license at the age of 70. Yeah, so it's never too late for us women. Okay, and then find whether it's people or whether it's places that inspire you so that you can continue the passion in diving. That's very important. Yep. Okay.
Anyone?
I think, look, I feel like just, and not just in diving, I think women are unbeatable. I think that we are at the stage in life where, or I think as a society, I think people recognize the rights of women. So I just say, like, if you like doing it, just do it. There are many women divers. There's no issues. There are many ways to get around any physical challenges, which, as what Nurul pointed out, is more to do with age than anything else.
Yeah, I think the message is, if you want to do it, you know, don't hesitate. Go out and just do it. Life is too short to, you know, like, hesitate. And more importantly, the ocean, the underwater world is really something that once you are there, down there, you will feel completely different. You will feel humbled, like, wow, you know, how does all of this exist, and I was not part of it, right? So go, do it, There are so many, different amazing ladies up here who can help you. Yeah, sign up for whatever next you think your next underwater adventure is. Yep.
Yeah, so I'll keep my message short and sweet. I don't think there are any real challenges for women in diving. The only thing that women cannot do that a man can is to pee into the sea from the dive boat. So that's the only thing we cannot do, yeah.
But boats have ladders. You can just stand on the ladder to pee. So it's not a problem that can't be fixed. Also, Cheryl organizes trips, Jade organizes trips. Just, look out for them. They have many, many trips. You can just hop on with them and then you can make friends. It's so easy to make friends in diving. Just as an introvert, you just join any dive trips and then you can make friends from them.
Yeah, that's how I got to know you, right, Nurul? I think, yeah.
Anything you guys want to add on?
I think it's also important for you to not be afraid to ask questions. Even when you meet new divers, if you're a new diver, when you meet an experienced diver on the boat, just start talking to them. Yeah? Just ask them, their interests, how they started diving, just like what we're doing now. We're talking, we're actually sharing information. It's a chit-chat session. So don't be afraid to start the conversation. I know some of you are introverts, like Nurul, but you have to start somewhere. It's like all of us, we started somewhere. So you have to take that step. Yep.
Maybe I'll give a plug for, I think there's Reef Check and Trek as well. I think a lot of us dive a lot, but it would be good if we can also all give back to the ocean in some way. Maybe not with these two organizations, but with any organization. As someone that's been diving for quite a while, I think the ocean is not what it used to be, for sure. And I think one of the things that I really like about, like getting new divers in love with diving is they really appreciate the ocean and are a lot more thoughtful about what they do, how they consume. So yeah, if you haven't ever signed up for anything in this space, highly encourage you to consider. There are a few booths around here which you can maybe get a bit more information. And it's very fun. I did a reef check with Alvin last year, and I asked, not just me, but all of us asked so many questions that he told us, guys, you will not become marine biologists in 5 days, okay? We have to keep moving, otherwise cannot finish the syllabus. So yeah, it's super interesting. That's why we had so many questions, and I think you will really enjoy it.
All right, so thank you very much, ladies. I really appreciate having you here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
And
Thank you very much, Nurul.
maybe I'll have you again next year with a different topic, right? Okay, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.